Hello everyone. In the last video lecture, we talked about the definition of the heat equation, physical interpretation of heat equation, and the fundamental solution of the heat equation. So, in the last we gave the definition for the heat equation, fundamental solution of heat equation. You go through the last video. Now, today we will talk about the integral of the fundamental solution of the heat equation. So, this is the lemma after that theorem. What it says, that the integral of the fundamental solution of the heat equation over Rn, that will be equal to 1 for each time t positive. So you have to prove this one, or the statement can be there, find the integral of the solution of the heat equation over Rn. Okay, this capital phi xt is the fundamental solution of the heat equation. You know the notation. So let us prove that let I will be the integral of capital phi xt over Rn. Now from the definition of the fundamental solution of the heat equation, for t positive, capital phi xt will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi t raised to power n by 2 into e raised to power minus of mod x divided by 4t. Okay, so we place this value over here. So that means I will be equal to integral over Rn 1 upon 4 pi t raised to power n by 2 into this one. Now constant term taken outside from the integral, we will get integral of e raised to power minus of mod x divided by 2 root t square dx over Rn. Now we put this x upon 2 root t equal to z. So that means x will be equal to 2 root t to z. So dx will be equal to 2 root t power n dz. How it will be? We see here in the region given below, as x and y belongs to Rn, x and z. So x1, x2, xn will be equal to 2 root t z1, z2, zn. Or you can say that the component y they will be equal, and you can say that xi will be equal to 2 root t zi for I equal to 1 to n. And if you find out the value of dx1 into dx2 into dxn, that will be equal to Jacobian mode of the Jacobian into dz1 into dz2 into dzn. Okay, as in the multiple integral you have already studied. So there when we change the integral, so we write down here in the same manner जैसे हम वहाँ पर करते थे. If there is dx, dy, dz, suppose in the triple integral, so we have to change in uw, so we will write down it will be equal to Jacobian of mod of Jacobian into du into dv into dw. Okay, so similarly here we write down the same term, dx1 dx2 dxn will be mod of the Jacobian, dz1 dz2 dzn. Now what is the Jacobian here? So the Jacobian is given by, we are finding partial derivative of x1 with respect to z1 with respect to z2 with respect to zn. In the second row, partial derivative of x2 with respect to z1 with respect to z2 with respect to zn, and so on. In the last row, partial derivative of xn with respect to z1 with respect to z2 with respect to zn, and its determinant. This is the Jacobian. Okay, so what is x1? X1 is actually, you know that here you can see here what is xi, 2 root t zi. So x1 will be 2 root t z1, x2 will be 2 root t z2. So we place the value over there. So if you place its value, we will get this. x1 की वैल्यू प्लेस की पहले सब जगह, देन सेकेंड रो में x2 की वैल्यू प्लेस की, nth रो में xn की वैल्यू प्लेस की. Okay, so when you find out its partial derivative with respect to z1, it will be 2 root t, and remaining, as z2 is independent to z1, zn is independent to z1, so all these will be 0. So that will be 0. In similarly in the second row, first term that will be 0, the second term that will be 2 root t, and all the remaining terms will be 0. Similarly, in the third row, if you see that first term 0, second term 0, and then the next entry 2 root t, then all the entry will be 0. Then in the similar way, if you go to the nth row in the determinant, all the entry will be 0 and the last entry will be 2 root t. So what will be the determinant of this one? So this is the diagonal matrix, and you know that the determinant of diagonal will be the product of their diagonal elements. So it will be 2 root t, 2 root t, 2 root t up to n times. So it will be 2 root t power n. Okay, so its j is 2 root t power n, its mode value will be 2 root t power n. So we got that. So अभी हमने ये यूज किया था dx1 dx2 dxn will be equal to this one. So यहाँ पर mod j की value we place it. So when you place this value, you will say that will be equal to dx1 dx2 dxn will be equal to 2 root t power n into dz1 dz2 dzn. Or you can say that this is what dx will be equal to 2 root t power n into dz. Okay, so हम अपने इंटेग्रल को सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए we got that value. In the first, that was the integral. यहाँ पर that becomes e raised to power minus of, इसे हमने क्या पुट किया z, तो that will be z square, e raised to power minus z square. And what is dx? Dx is 2 root t power n into dz, right? So after placing this value, equation 1 becomes this one, right? So it will be 1 upon 4 pi t raised to power n by 2 integral of r n e raised to power minus mod z square into 2 root t power n dz. Constant term taken outside, so it will be this one. Now when you simplify this one, the outer term is this one, 2 raised to power n t power n by 2, and denominator term is 2 raised to power n pi raised to power n by 2 into t raised to power n by 2. The same term will be cancelled out, numerator and denominator, right? And we are left with integral of e raised to power minus mod z square over r n. So z belongs to r raised to power n. So it will be, what will be the mode of z? Mode of z will be z1 square. In the right side you can see it will be z1 square plus z2 square plus zn square all power 1 by 2. Or you can say that mode of z square will be equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus zn square, right? So this is mode of z square. So we'll write down here its value, e raised to power minus 1 mod z1 square plus z2 square plus zn square, and this is dz. dz is nothing but dz1 dz2 dzn, right? So we write down its value, dz1 dz2 dzn. And what is the rn? Rn is r cross r cross r cross up to n times. Okay, so this is the multiple integral, as you can see, n times integrals is there. So as in the triple integral you solve, so in the similar manner we will solve. So for first we will solve for the zn. So each term ko you can write it down, e raised to power minus z1 square into e raised to power minus z2 square into e raised to power minus zn square, and dz1 dz2 dzn is there. So first of all we do the integration of this term with respect to zn. Okay, so all the remaining terms are the constant, so we just kept it as it is, and we will find out integration of this term with respect to zn. So when you find out the integration of this one with respect to zn, it can be written like this one, right? And then meaning this one. So when you solve this one, so it will be some constant, right? So kept it as it is, or you can say that you can write down through out from the integral. Okay, या तो इसे लास्ट में लिखिए या यहाँ पे रखिए. ओके, बस हमने ये इनटू में रख रखा है, इसलिए हमने इसे ब्रैकेट में लिख दिया है यहाँ पर, राइट? नाउ एंड हमारे यहाँ पर क्या बच गया, इंटेग्रल यहाँ पर ये बच गया r इंटू आर करो अप टू n minus 1 times, right? Similarly, now we do the integration with respect to zn minus 1. So when you do the integration with respect to zn minus 1, so when you take this the whole term with respect to zn minus 1, so remaining term will taken as a constant, and you will find out the integration with respect to this one, right? So e raised to power, that will be e raised to power minus zn minus 1 square dzn minus 1, and this term was as it is. So in the similar, and it is r cross r up to n minus 2 times. Okay, that means n minus 2 times integral. So you can see here that terms will be the constant as constant. Now in the similar manner, when we proceeding in the same way, so after n times, when you do the integral, so you will get integral of with respect to z1, this one, and this one, right? So these are the product of the integral actually, and this can be written in the compact form, product of I equal to 1 to n integral over r e raised to power minus zi square dzi, right? So it can be written in r, so that means you take the limit in the r, that will be minus infinity to infinity e raised to power minus zi square dzi, okay? But here fz is e raised to power minus zi square zi. So if I take that f of minus zi, that will also be the same, e raised to power minus zi square, okay? So f of minus zi will be equal to f of zi. So you say that integral minus a to a can be written as 2 times of 0 to a, right? So this integral can be written like this, 2 times 0 to e raised to power minus zi square dzi. Now let me solve this integral first. अगर इस इंटीग्रल की वैल्यू आ जाती है तो हम उसे n टाइम्स प्रोडक्ट कर देंगे, 2 इंटू इस वैल्यू को n टाइम्स प्रोडक्ट कर देंगे, देन वी विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस वन, राइट? सो व्हाट वी डू हियर, इसकी वैल्यू निकालते पहले. सो वी कंसीडर दैट इंटीग्रल. सो आई कंसीडर द इंटीग्रल 0 टू इन्फिनिटी e raised to power minus zi square into dzi. So what I do here, I substitute zi square equal to t. I put, and if I take the derivative both side, it will be 2 zi into dzi will be equal to dt, and if you find the value of the dzi will be equal to dt by 2 zi, and zi is what, if you take its root, so you will get zi will be equal to root of t, right? So we place the value dt by 2 root t. Now value of the dzi, that will be placed here, and value of zi square is t, so that will be placed here. So and जब z की वैल्यू 0 है तब t will be 0, and when z is tending to infinity, then t is tending to infinity, right? Because t is equal to z square. So when you rewrite this integral, so this can be written like this, 0 to infinity, that will be equal to 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t dt by 2 root t, and 1 by 2 is taken outside, that is 0 to infinity t raised to power minus 1 by 2 into e raised to power minus t. Now you recall the definition, ये स्टैंडर्ड इंटीग्रल है 0 to infinity t पावर minus some number into e raised to power minus t dt. So remember that. So that is the definition for the gamma function. As you remember, 0 to infinity x raised to power n minus 1 into e raised to power minus x dx, that will be equal to gamma of n. जितनी x की पावर है उसमें एक ऐड करेंगे, okay? So it will be gamma n. Here also you can see, यहाँ पर आपका क्या है, टी रेस्ट पावर माइनस 1 बाई 2 इंटू रेस्ट पावर माइनस टी 0 to इन्फिनिटी. सो जो टी की पावर है उसमें 1 ऐड करेंगे, राइट? गामा ऑफ दैट वन. सो 1 बाई 2 इज देयर, गामा ऑफ माइनस 1 बाई 2 प्लस 1, एंड दैट विल बी गामा ऑफ 1 बाई 2, एंड यू नो दैट गामा ऑफ 1 बाई 2 विल बी रूट पाई. सो वी गेट इट विल बी 1 बाई 2 ऑफ रूट पाई, दैट मीन्स रूट पाई बाई 2. सो हमारी इस इंटीग्रल की वैल्यू आपके पास आ गई है रूट पाई बाई 2. नाउ वी प्लेस दिस वैल्यू in this integral in the second equation. So आपकी जो सेकंड इक्वेशन है i इक्वल टू दिस वन, सो यहाँ पर हम इसकी वैल्यू यूज कर देते हैं, कितना है ये, रूट, दैट इज रूट पाई बाई 2, और 2 आपका पहले से ही है यहाँ पर, तो ये 2 आपका कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो रूट पाई आपको n टाइम मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा. सो दैट्स वाई वी जस्ट प्लेस द वैल्यू ओवर हियर, एंड वी गेट व्हाट, i will be equal to 1 by pi raised to power n by 2. Product of 2 into integral value is root pi by 2. So 2 will be cancelled out, root pi. So that means you have to take the product of this term n times. So that means root pi into root pi into root pi up to n times. So it will be root pi power n by 2. And outside is 1 upon pi power n by 2. So that will be cancelled out each other, and you will get 1. So that means I will be equal to 1. What was I? I was integral of capital phi xt over Rn, that will be equal to 1 for each time t positive, okay? You remember that. So that was the integral of the fundamental solution of the heat equation, which is unity always, okay? So thank you very much class. The next topic we will discuss in the next class.